Fret not, little robot, for you are a speck in a dewdrop, a bubble in sea froth. But as you've been taught, something so small can affect it all. A message from a dream. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the soul, so the universe. Hermes Trismegistus. Welcome. This is Refine the Machine. Hi, I'm Low. Is that a contradiction? How are you? Who are you? I'm happy you're here, and I mean that in all ways. So you may be asking yourself, what is Refine the Machine? It's an idea, a belief that you, the things around you, what you create, the earth and the universe are all conscious living things and very important to this moment right here. And because of that, we can refine ourselves, our bodies and minds, and incrementally improve the world starting from within and moving outwards. That all may seem abstract to you, but just entertain the idea and see through my eyes for a little bit, and maybe you can see what I mean. Everything is energy. Everything has the same source, therefore, everything is connected. Energy manifests in many ways. Matter is just condensed energy, light is a form of energy, sound is a form of energy, even thoughts are a form of energy. It's all vibration. I believe that the energy that everything contains is what is known as soul, life force, spirit. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred or transmuted. That is law. Everything that lives will die. Everything composed decomposes over time. So in each new thing, there is a seed of the old. In each old thing, there is a seed of the new. From stars to atoms to dust to planets. Like when plants and animals die, they become fertilizer and food for fungi, bacteria, and animals. Or even with ideas and beliefs being changed to new ideas and beliefs over time. It's all a transfer, not just of material, but of energy itself, and time is always a factor as well. The process is a process of refinement, a cycle of growth, a circle of life, and circles are endless. Maybe this is what is meant by the wheels within the wheels, the yin and the yang, or the chakras. To make it more tangible, just think about sunlight. You consume it in one form or another, both directly and indirectly. Whether through your senses or through eating and drinking, the sun provides heat and light. This helps plants to grow, these plants nourish us, or the animals that we eat. So even if you only ate meat, you would still be consuming a form of the sun. Animals and organisms eat, reproduce, spread, breathe, and die, adding to this cycle even further. To take it further still, the water itself is a part of a cycle influenced by the sun. The evaporation, condensation, and rains are all a part of this. Each cycle is self-contained, but also part of a greater cycle. This combined with the air and earth sustain all life on our planet, but there is another element, the fifth element. It's the intangible, the ground on which the world and the mysterious lives. It is all balance. About 60% of our body is water. It is estimated that trillions of the cells in and on our body are not, quote, human. But where do we draw that line? Where do we think that they start and we begin? If we rely on them for life and health, are they not a part of us? That is the question. What I believe is that you are the pilot of an interconnected, interdependent machine that can move through time and space and do things of great nature. We are creatures, creators. We create manifestations of nature. Everything we touch and create is the result of a cause, maybe dozens or millions of years ago, and we can't even trace it back that far. I don't believe there is chance or coincidence. It's just a cosmic dance, but our vantage point is just so small. There are patterns replicated throughout nature, teaching us in many forms about the inner and outer worlds. Here we are, here we sit, at the smallest possible precipice. You are very important. Now, on the same vein, let's think about the Earth. The Earth is a ball floating through space covered in water, mostly water. It has red fluid running through it and is covered in trillions of organisms that are not it, or are they? This is the question. This is what I aim to get at. This was referred to as Anima Mundi in ancestral times, the world soul. This whole thing is all about our connection with it or disconnection from it, and what that causes. I found through my own studies and experiences and my self-experiments that we are scientists and artists in our own right. We create our life and the souvenirs in it. We experience and experiment through it all. Anytime we are learning, we are experimenting, and that always comes with failure. Failure is important. Failure is a part of the process and is feedback. It's how things learn. Everything is like that. Life is like that. Art is like that. Evolution is like that. Cooking is like that. It's a series of successes and failures, and as long as we keep steady and realize which is which, we can incrementally improve. We are decaying too. Decay happens faster from stagnancy, so why not try something new? This is the process of refining. I stumble sometimes, because we all make mistakes, and in the Bhagavad Gita it says, mistakes are to action as smoke is to fire. So understand that. It's a large part of the process. Each stumbling block can be our final resting place or a stepping stone. All this is my perspective, maybe a new perspective to you. Maybe it can help to start seeing the world differently. I don't know. All I know is it helped me to see the good, the bad, the beautiful and the ugly, the light and the darkness, this chaotic order of perfect imperfection. Seeing the plants grow, children grow, birds floating in the sky, the sunlight dancing through the leaves on a breezy day, the stars in the sky, a full moon, the sight and sound of play and laughter. Play like that. Gratitude is an action. When was the last time you looked and saw it and were grateful in that very moment? We are here. As Henry David Thoreau said, it is not what you look at that matters, it is what you see. So what do you see? Every day, every part of our life is a microcosm of nature itself. We go through seasons in our life, we go through weather in our days, in our minds. Our lives are a microcosm of the universe. This is the way I see it. This seems to go all the way to the fundamental base, to the smallest things that exist. Everything has a way of being. If we learn and strive to master the art of observing, we can study nature, we can understand ourselves and know a little bit more about ourselves. This is not a prescription, it's an invitation. Some homework maybe. Pay attention to the little things. See the interplay in a day, the way that things dance together, the way that nature has run its course over time, the way that where we are has a cause and we are the effect, but we can be the cause for a new effect. We have been infinitely influenced, and that means our influence is infinite, and it may be hard to comprehend because our minds have a hard time understanding that amount of time and impact. But through all the people you have ever met, and with the internet, some you have never met, you have already touched an ocean of people and living things. They have also touched you. You carry a piece of each of them, and they you. This is a mental game. It's a game of perspective. We are the accumulation of inspiration from various sources on top of our very being. We are being and becoming. From our ancestors to now, everything that has ever happened that has brought you here. The past is lessons to learn from, to cherish those beautiful memories, to learn from the terrible ones, and live better in light of whatever happened. We choose what we learn or unlearn, what we apply and what we don't apply. We are privileged to heal. We have tools and access to information like no other time. You are the source of inspiration and imitation for so many. Your future self is watching you through your memories right now, calling to you. What story do you want to see looking back? Some things are out of our control, but we can control what we can control. It starts with our mind and listening to the whispers from the soul, pointing us to mirrors both inside and outside. There is a language in the form of sounds and light, signs and synchronicities, or co-inside dances. And if we learn to pay attention, to listen, and truly see it, then I believe we can communicate with it, using the language it understands, because just like everything, it is conscious and living. and ultimately, there might not be a difference between you and everything else. Thank you for listening and watching. This video is my first, and I appreciate everyone. Please like, subscribe, and share as I share this journey with you. Through this channel, I will share practical ideas that have helped me, theories, personal stories, things I've learned, things that have inspired me, and anything else I am compelled to. Each of these things I've talked about in this video are starting points. As I create more, each video will go more into the specifics. This will include diet, exercise, ideas, and practices for the whole. Everything has many aspects to it, and I hope to have a community of people who are open-minded and open to share with each other their own ideas and experiences, to help each other, themselves, and me. I am open to all critiques, conversation, and comments, as I'm learning, and I will make mistakes, but it's okay. I will always do my best to do my best. I want to thank my beautiful family and friends for all the love and support throughout the years, and anyone who can hear this, you are important. Thank you again, and until next time, see what is out here, follow your interests and curiosities, and beware of letting distraction get in the way of the glory that is before us.